Now I finally became a real doctor. After doing several tests, I officially work here at the hospital, and today is going to be my first day on the job, where I'll have to save lives. So now I'm coming up front, and now a taxi is arriving here, because it needs to pick me up. Perfect! I'm getting into the taxi because I don't have a car. My house is still being built. I said go to the hospital, please. Seriously, he just has to go to the hospital, and now he's finally coming here. And this is going to be my first day of work, but he drives really badly. Perfect, now he's finally driving properly, guys. He arrived right here, look. Thank you so much, I'm going to give him this money, especially because he helped me a lot. Now he's leaving, and I'm coming here for my first day of work. I don't know which of these players is my boss. Very well be this player, or even this other. Back here, he said, there's no boss here, we're all equal. Now grab the box and change clothes. Actually, I think he really is the boss. Because he gave me this box, he just told me to take it. And now I'm coming here to change. Now I'm a real doctor, I'm coming back here. Especially because I'm going to have to work right in this area. I'll be working on this computer. But the boss, I came right here. He has something to say. He said you're going to drive the ambulance. And if you get a call, call me, okay. I'll take care of it. I'll drive this vehicle. And then if I receive a call for help, I'll basically call this player who is now at the reception. But I'm coming here to see how this vehicle works. Especially because it's really big. It's actually very interesting. And it will definitely help save many people. But now I'm leaving here. And I haven't received any call yet. Actually, I just got a call, and it's out there in the middle of nowhere, guys. I have to call him. I'm calling him right here. And apparently, he's coming here. Look, he has to get into the vehicle, because we have to leave right now. Perfect. I'm coming up front. I have to run over here, because it looks like someone needs help here. You can see that a lot of weird stuff happened. There was a really strange accident. So I'm arriving here to save this player. Perfect. I got here and just opened this door, so the player can be rescued. Now he picked up this item, and is checking if the player is okay. Now he's being carried. He's right in this area, and he's checking the heartbeat, because that's really important. But I want to talk to this police officer to find out what happened in this accident. He said, I don't know either. I'm going to investigate now. He picked up this notebook, and he's writing some things down about this car. Look, this car is really destroyed. You can see that the front of it is completely broken, and the engine is basically on fire. Now this player sat down here, so I'm going to close the door and leave. Because as now we can finally go back to the hospital to try to save this player. I'm running up here, I'm stopping here to avoid problems. Especially because we can't know when a player will running down the street now. I arrived right here and the players can get out, because they are here at the door of this Brookhaven hospital. Now he's being taken here. He arrived right in this room, and now the player is lying here. They're going to have to save this player. In fact, now the other doctor came here to see what's going on. Meanwhile, I'm going to park this ambulance because that's my job. Literally, I take care of the ambulance. While the real doctors take care of the patients inside, I'm coming here to see if the player is okay. But it looks like the curtains are closed. He said, don't go in there. He's taking care of the patient. Okay, I just understood how it works. I'm the ambulance driver. This player does the quick response, and this other doctor takes care of the real patient. The person in there is basically the one who saves the players. But I'm sitting right here, pretending I'm doing something just like this player, because I doubt he's doing anything. But he got up here. I don't think he's very happy with what I said. He said I'm very busy, and now he went back in there. He really must be very busy. But I don't know what he's doing. But now I'm heading back to the front. I'm back here in the ambulance. See if I'll get new calls. But there's a really weird car arriving here. I don't know why this car looks like that, but he came right here and crashed into these cars. I really don't know why he did that. But he came right here, and it looks like he really had an accident. Look, I'm coming here to talk to him, because I want to see what I can do to help him. He said I'm not well. Help me, okay? Follow me and I'll help you fix this. The problem is that there's only one doctor, which is this player. He's going to have to save this other player who actually crashed into his car. Now the doctor got up here, and it looks like he came right here, and is calling the player who is finally coming to. I don't really know what he did. Maybe he had an accident, but this is really strange. But guys, they're calling me again. Up front, in the same location as before. This is terrible, because the only doctor available is busy. I said they called me again. What do I do seriously? I don't know what to do, but he came closer. He said, just go. It's gonna be fine, you graduated as a doctor, okay? I hope this works out. He went back to taking care of the player. So I'm leaving here, and surprisingly, it's already night. It really got dark very fast. But now I'm coming up front, because this is gonna be really important, okay? I just arrived right here, and it looks like it's the police officer who's calling me. I don't know why he called me here. Since the accident already happened, there's nothing else we can do. But he's staring at me. He said someone crashed into his car. There's no way he crashed the car by himself. Okay, that's really strange. If what he said is true, that means there's someone in the city who crashed into the player's car on purpose to cause this accident. He said if you see him, let me know. He probably has a very protected car, okay? I'll let you know, but I obviously haven't seen him. He's not going to show up at the hospital after causing an accident. I'm going to take the chance and leave here, because I have more important things to do, like waiting for real calls from people who actually had accidents. But guys, it looks like there's a call here. I'm coming over to see what happened, as this seems really important. And once again, there's a car on fire here. But this time it's my friend. I don't know how this happened to his car, but I'm going to have to save him myself. Perfect, I'm arriving here now. I'm going to have to grab this thing in the back to basically be able to carry him. Perfect, I'm carrying him. And guys, it looks like he's really hurt. He has several scars. So I'm going to place him right here, but I don't know how he ended up like this. His car is destroyed. It doesn't even have wheels. I really don't know how he managed. I don't know what kind of accident he had to lose all the wheels, but now I'm coming up front because this is going to be really important. I have to save him, but I'm looking back here. And there's this car that's completely... This car really looks like the one the police officer described to me, but now I'm saving my friend because this is really important. I'm taking him right here, and it looks like everyone here is basically normal. This player became a hospital patient, but I need help, I said. Someone help my friend. He had another accident. This player came over here. He said, I'll teach you. Come here now. It looks like he went back here and into this exact room. So I'm bringing him in here, and now he's lying down, but I don't know what I have to do now. But he gave me this item apparently. I'm going to have to check his heartbeats. So I'm looking here, and apparently everything's normal. Everything here is very stable, but now I want to see what the next step is. He grabbed this item. I really don't know what it is, but I'm using it right here. He said this device is the most important. It tells you what to do and which medicine to get. Okay, I got it. So I'm using it right here. Now I picked up this medicine, and I'm going to give it to my friend, because he's going to have to use it, and the doctor said he's going to get better soon. Look, I really hope he gets better, but I'm going outside, because I have to check something very important, in case you don't know. This is exactly the car the police officer described, so I'm leaving here to call the police officer, so he can see exactly what's going on. So now I'm calling him here, because he needs to check this car, which is exactly the one he described. Now he's finally coming here. This is going to be really important, because this car is very suspicious. This car showed up out of nowhere, and crashed into everyone's car. So I really believe this car is bad. It belongs to the person who caused the accident, because it hit everyone. I said, check this car. It crashed into the doctor's car. Seriously, this car did some really weird things. Now he's checking it. He grabbed the tablet to check in the system who this car belongs to. I want to see if there's any result, but he ended up getting really scared. He said, this car belongs to a player wanted by the police. Take me to him. Look, follow me, and I'll take you to this player. In this case, I'm coming inside. He's recovering in a room fuck. Finally, the police officer came here, but the player is right here. He's exactly in this room. Even the doctor stood up here, and he doesn't understand what's going on. But now I open the curtain, and the player is right here recovering. But the police officer came inside, and he's gonna wait for the player to recover, so he can basically arrest him. In fact, he's holding this item. He said, what did he do? I doubt he's a bad guy. Look, I recommend you check your car, because your car got hit because of him. All this happened because he took that truck and crashed into his car. Now he's going outside to see it, and he's about to see what just happened. And now he ended up getting really scared. They ended up crashing into his car. But now he's coming back here, guys. I'm going to close the curtain, but he came right here. He said, I'm not going to save him. Excuse me, because I'm not going to let him be saved. Look, let him be saved, because that's better if he gets saved. He's going to be arrested and pay for everything he did, honestly. I think it's better to save him. And now it looks like he agreed. He went back to working, but to this day, I never really understood what's inside this room. It's a totally secret room. There's also this other one up here, which is completely blocked. While I worked here, I never actually visited those places. Now the player got up here, and apparently he's okay. In fact, he said I'm going to give you a present, but it's a surprise. Look, I don't know what he's talking about. Out of nowhere, he decided he's going to give me a present just because I rescued him. Now he disappeared from here. He just vanished. Now I'm here at the reception again, and there's a player leaving, who in this case is my friend. Now he finally left because he's already feeling better, but he's standing right here staring at this car. I'm coming over to see what happened with this car that he's been staring non-stop. He said this car ran over my taxi. It's him, guys. It looks like this is the car that destroyed my friend's car. This is really weird. And now everything finally makes sense. But I'm coming over here to call the police officer again, but apparently he's arresting the player. This is really the end for him. He said I didn't do anything, sir, and there aren't even any witnesses. Look, I need the officer to come here because I have something important to show. He's going to have to follow me in Roblox, and he's going to have to talk to my friend. So now he finally arrived here and is going to have to talk. But this player is watching everything, and even he got scared because now he knows he's going to jail. Especially because there are witnesses. He said he literally ran over my car and it was him. That really makes a lot of sense. And it's very sad now he's going to jail. He's really going to be in prison for a long time for everything he did here in Roblox. So now the police officer is leaving. He arrived at the station, and now finally this player is arrested. But my friend, he lost his car. He said, take me home. I have another car there, okay? I'll take him in the ambulance, especially since I haven't received any more calls. There haven't been any more accidents. Since the player was stopped and got arrested here at the jail, he really was the one causing all the accidents. Now my friend has to come here. So he got into the vehicle. I'm taking him to his house, which is exactly this one. This is literally his house. And he has several interesting cars, but he's coming back here to rest because everything that happened was really strange. But I'm heading back home after a really long time. And for some reason, someone is building on my house. There's a player building exactly the house I wanted here. It looks like it was him who asked them to do it, guys. This is really cool. Now finally my house is being built. He's even looking at me right now. He said this is a thank you gift for saving me. Look, thank you so much. Now he went back to his house. We were neighbors this whole time, and I had no idea. But guys, there's a truck coming over here, but it's coming really fast. I've worked at the hospital for a while, and I already know he's going to get into an accident. So I'm already grabbing my ambulance and basically following him here because I'm sure there's going to be an accident. But guys, there really was a very strange accident. This was the weirdest accident I've ever seen. His truck went through a house and crashed into this tree. And it looks like he's lying right here. So I'm arriving to save him. Literally, I'm saving him in record time. Now he's right here. So I'm going to take him to the hospital. His truck is completely destroyed. But there are several loads here. And apparently he's carrying illegal stuff. There are weapons and also a lot of money. This player really seems like a bad person. But I'm coming up front again. I'm really running because we have to save him urgently. Perfect! I'm taking him here so this player can take care of him. Now he got up and I'm taking him into this room. Now, this doctor came here to check if the player is okay. He said obviously he's fine. He doesn't even have any scars. Yeah, I noticed that. I'm going to take the chance and leave. He said, wait, don't let the police see my truck. He got up just to say that look. That's really weird. And now he collapsed back here. I don't know why he said that, but there's not much I can do. But I'm coming over to his truck. I'm going to try to help him, even though I probably shouldn't be doing this. I'm really going to try to help him because now the police officer is coming over to check what happened. But I'll take the chance and just close the back of his truck. Perfect. I closed it. I'm sure I helped him a lot. Now the police officer is coming here because he wants to see what happened at this place. And now he's writing down everything in this notebook. But I want to see how my house is coming along. So I'm heading back there because I want to check on it. And apparently my house is almost ready. This player is building everything all by himself. That's actually really great, guys.